we should start truly thinking more about how we are spending our own limited time in this earth, in this lifetime, where our focus should be, we wanted to be. Is these things that I'm doing, thinking in my life currently truly worth it? Is it taking me further or keeping me stagnant, or even worse, taking me backwards? And one of these very hurtful things that are not beneficial to us is constantly holding grudge to each other and couldn't forgive to others, and sometimes even worse, to want to revenge to others all that they have done to you, all those wrong things. But you have to understand that in these situations you are constantly giving your energy away and keeping your focus on somewhere else. You truly think that in that moment that it is something necessary you to correct those wrongdoings yourself, and spending so much time and energy and effort that you can get some kind of disclosure to these things and relief. But most of the times these things are not just like that. Even constantly opposite. For you, seeking that revenge makes your feelings even worse. Your well-being. Yes, your ego in a short period of time can feel some kind of satisfaction, but pretty fast after that it turns completely opposite. Regret and that some kind of feeling of wrongness, that something is not quite right and that you have done something wrong. So many kinds of situations and wrongdoings happen in this life. That is just natural part of this all. But ultimately what decides all to you is how you want to react to those things. Do you want to focus on you and your own journey and achieving all those things that you want? And do you want to truly stand behind those values and everything that you want to in this life to be? You to be and this life and others to be. Even if those circumstances and situations always don't are righteous. Something that you truly wanted to be. Something that it should be. But really, if we want to be good in this life and achieve something meaningful, something good, we truly have to be the same way. And the most honest tests comes in those situations when somebody or something have done wrong to you, and then you have that ability to show that who you truly are. It is always easy to do good, and when situations go in your favor, but your true character is shown in those difficult times, in those challenging times. But truly it is not worth it in any kind of sense you to harbor any kind of negative feelings towards those others, and hatred and bitterness. The more faster you can resolve those things in your head and forgive, the better it is. These things are just most harmful things that deprive yourself from truly living this life the way you want it to be living. You are constantly in your head going those situations again and again in your mind and thinking how you can correct those things and revenge. And you are just attracting more bad in your life by doing that. And also you can do things against the society's laws also. And that way there can be consequences in that area also. But you truly have to ask yourself, what is the reason you to do those things? To seek that revenge? To harbor all those kind of negative feelings? There is not any kind of good reason. Ultimately you are just giving to those people that hurt you what they wanted when you just keep them in your mind and let them destroy your life. And truly the most powerful thing that you can do in this life so often is just learn to let go. Not to care anymore so about so many things. In some way also being selfish, thinking about you and your own well-being. There is always so many ways that you can see those situations. Can you see all those lessons and what you learn from them, those situations, or are you seeing all those just bad in those things and what have done wrong to you? In this life there is always those situations that you should focus on and things that you just have to just go through and learn from them and then let go. If I look at so many people in this life, truly the most harmful thing that is preventing them to succeed in so many aspects in life is them to just being so stagnant and not learning to let go. Just keeping them in those constant loops in their head, going again and again, around and around certain things. Just keeping them, their thoughts and everything in them, in captive in those situations. How you can truly learn to go forward, embrace everything new if you are just holding everything that have been done to you in past and have been in past. It is totally impossible. If you want something new and better, you have to learn to discard, get rid of your past and negatives. That is just how it is. You don't have to accept what have done to you, but mostly forgive because of you. Set you free and move forward for you and for everybody else and to this world, that you can shine your light most brightest. At least for me, the most liberating, wonderful thing in this life is when you just learn to let go in some sense. Just living in this life day by day, moment and moment. Just embracing everything that is, living in a moment. And truly when you let go of these negatives, you can learn to see all those positives and embrace and enjoy everything so much more. So truly it is most harmful thing to you to keep you stuck in these past situations. Just take the lessons from them and move forward. You can go shortly in these situations in your head and try to replace those negative, hateful emotions with positive ones. Imagine yourself forgiving to that person and then just letting go and saying goodbye. Thanking for all the lessons that you have learned. And of course these things are not easy, like nothing valuable in this life is. But it is possible. It is only about your willingness. Ultimately, it is your choice always to how you want to live this life. There is nothing else to blame about. But if you want to live freely and enjoy this life completely, these things have to be done. You can start from first not seeking revenge, just trying to stay neutral and then little by little trying to forgive and also the one powerful thing to you to go to that forgive direction is you to start to understand those others more and put yourself in those shoes, in their shoes. Understanding that we all do mistakes and we are all different and this life is truly not often fair. It is not always about you, it is always often about others too and their problems. And often we just have these misunderstandings between each other because we are not complete, and when both of those parties have their own problems, eventually there will be misunderstandings always. And so often it is not about you and there is nothing personal. And of course in this life I truly believe that there is certain kind of lessons you to learn that are designed for you beforehand. You don't truly have to take everything so negatively. Everything ultimately, if you truly start to understand, is happening for your good. And I want you to truly think about this thing. If you completely understand this thing, you can understand this factor, this thing in life, and then you can more easily to forgive and move forward and being thankful for everything that you have and have experienced and learned. Nothing in this life happens without reason. There is always something to take with you that is keeping you moving forward and growing and learning. And that is something beautiful. So in these situations you have always the possibility to see all the negatives or those positives. And end of all, it is your decision. There is possibility for all of us to take that beautiful, meaningful path that is meant for you. And there is also that other route. And of course I hope that you can make the right decision. Let go of your ego in a sense. And start thinking what is truly best for you. Even if it is hard, like often it is. I want to thank you again for being with me, as always. If you are interested about personal coaching, I'm offering that constantly. But I hope you all the best and truly start to live this life as you want to be living in that. I hope you all the best always and hopefully see you next time. Take care.